It's fine.
I'd say that Kaylee's pretty straightforward. Like she's not known to be untrustworthy. So maybe
No,
she misspoke, but I don't think she meant it in a harsh way.
right. But if I say I misspoke, I'm just an asshole and like, no, you didn't. But she says it. So then I go like, oh, all right. Well, then
But there's history, right? There's
I know
Kaylee's
you're
history.
very
There's
old.
Kaylee's
Right.
history
Exactly.
with streaming and the things that she's done, and there's your history with streaming and the
And the
things that
things
you've
that I've
done.
done,
And
I don't
Kaylee's
regret
stuff
a
has
thing.
always been sort of
I don't regret it.
verifiable and honest, and your stuff has always been sort of like
No,
very
no,
iffy
no,
and
I verified
changey
too much. If
depending
anything,
upon
I
when you.
verified too much. Okay. If
Well,
anything, I
because
verified
you
too
did
much.
because and you did that to yourself because
You always got to
you
come
make
after
stuff
Rubber
up.
Ducky.
So
What is it?
then when
We
you
just
do
have
say
a happy
something, people want to verify it.
I just said I like the girl. I felt like that was sort of I was like, wow, maybe she did misspeak because I went that definitely hurt my feelings because we've had a lot of conversations. We've seen each other and hung out with each other in real life. So and just because Carl is pissed off that I made fun of him because he said, I know you're gonna tell Kevin Brennan about this or whatever. Then she gets him all the time, probably calling her day and night, like Keanu. So that's why I just got like a little.
No, I mean, look, I understand that. I was just sort of remarking on you saying that, Kaylee says it and people believe her that she was just making
No,
that
because I
comment.
don't
And
lie. If
you
anything, I tell
say
too
it
much truth, other
and
than
people
other
come
than me
after
trying to.
you and don't believe you. And I'm just saying
No,
it's
you all do. You're doing it
history.
right now. Would you ever say this to Kaylee? Is it because of her boobs? Do I need implants? What do we
Well,
think?
I've never seen Kaylee say something
Do you watch her
about
program
someone
all the time?
else
Do you watch mine?
that
Do you watch
wasn't
mine or hers or
I,
just clip?
I've actually know her and I watched your stuff. I watch her
Biblically?
stuff and
I'm sorry, you're just
but
a silly
I don't
man.
see
I can't.
Kaylee
I
hasn't
think I'm
there's
full
never been an
slap
incident
happy at
where
this point.
Kaylee's been so involved in other
There's
people's lives
never
and
been an
getting
incident.
involved in
Her and I
people's
have had nice
relationships and stuff like
conversations.
that. So
Getting involved in
that's
people's
all I'm
relationships. When
asking.
I talk about relationships with people that I know in real life and I tell the truth about it, that's too far, right? That's too
Well,
far.
there's your version of the truth, and then there's the truth. But that's
No,
why I
no.
think you get fact
I
checked, so to speak, right?
no. People that weren't there like to fact check me. People that aren't in my scenario with people that I actually know, like yourself. You got a little booger situation going on. You're going to give yourself a nosebleed.
It's a
What's
tissue,
happening?
Keanu.
People
I
like
know that
you
that's the
who
new
are
concept for
complete
you. You
utter
use a sleeve, but I'll use a
complete
tissue.
I'm not my husband. Complete and utter strangers like to fact check me on bullshit that they don't even know what they're talking about. But that's all right, Rubber Ducky. I'm sorry. It's just
Well, you look. I got to go back to the April thing. I mean, the woman said her husband
oh Lord.
headbutted
Oh,
her,
you mean
and
somebody that you
you
don't
went
know
to him
again?
with a
Somebody
private
that
text
you
that
don't
she
know?
sent you.
The
So
woman that called me crying beside herself, high on whippets, fucking saying that Nick was good. Nick is the Lord and Savior to Kaylee and that
nobody's
crew.
saying
I'm
that Nick is a
sorry.
Lord and
And
Savior, but we are
but
saying that you did call her
that's their
husband that was
buddy. That's their
abusing her,
buddy.
right?
But that's the man that promised April if he was gonna leave. He was gonna leave his wife for her. And but nobody ever talks about that. That's so it really upset me. And then he blamed her for missing a drug test because because they were fighting. Him and his wife were fighting about April. So that's where, because I actually knew April, that's where I got a little upset by that. But you can go ahead.
But you still went to the husband with information about the ex-wife.
I was
she said that had headbutted her.
I was terrified for her. And do I have to explain myself to you, Rubber Ducky? No, I don't. But I was terrified for her. So you can think whatever you want. Nick is your Lord.
No, I'm
Aaron
not.
Bad,
but this is,
fine.
but Keanu,
yeah.
this
Nick
is the
a child
deflection. This is the
neglecting
deflection that you
shit,
do all
okay?
the time, right?
No.
It wasn't.
It's
No.
You're
It wasn't
biased.
about.
You're biased.
It was
You're
when
a
you said
biased old
Kaylee.
man.
No, when you said
You're a
Kaylee got away
biased,
with it, and
angry
you
old
didn't
man.
get away with it, right?
You're biased.
You were
You're a
shading
biased old
Kaylee,
man.
as if
You're a biased old man. She's
the
been
internet is
bringing-
unfair to
she's been
you.
bringing up
It's the
things
same
all
thing
night.
here when you're
I don't-
talking
I-
about
I'm not-
Aaron, and we're asking you, why would you say take a woman who is not with a husband, has domestic abuse claims, and you go to him saying that you're
told me
afraid, but now you're
differently.
just
She
blaming
told me
Rakeda.
differently.
Rakeda
She
never
told
came
me
up in this
differently.
conversation.
She
Nobody
told me
thinks
differently
Rakeda
about
is the
Aaron.
greatest thing in the
Sorry.
world.
Old man, she told me differently about Aaron. She did. A lot of the texts that were sent to were from Nick. All right. So I don't have to explain that to you. For you to bring that up now is insane. When I was on the phone with her, talking with her, she told me differently about Aaron. Is that okay?
She told you to call Aaron?
Yeah,
Did she tell you to go look to Aaron?
Differently. No.
And of all the people that you could have called, Aaron was the guy that you decided to call.
She didn't say to call anybody. I just knew she was high out of her mind and I was scared. Okay. That's it.
Same as you mentioned, Keely, I just gonna play this drop here, and then we've got a couple of chats to catch up with, because then there's a part 2 Stuttering John question.
Yeah,
I think we should just fuck, Kaylee. Is that
yeah,
cool?
I'm in. Let's go.
Nice podcast, stupid. Thanks for the 2. Buck will never say a negative thing about Carl or Shuli.
Why is
You
that?
won't. Biased.
Is that true, Buckman?
No, it's 100% not true. But I'm not gonna make up negative things just to carry the water for people that don't like others.
So you think there's no negative things about them, or at least things that we could laugh at about Carl? Like his insecurities or his snaggle teeth.
Why do I have to bring that up?
Ooh, like the way he says documentary.
Here's a mutual friend.
Kim Nicholson, thanks for the 2. Cry bully bish triggered on every stream lately.
You're the triggered one, lot lizard. You gotta give it a rest. My God, you abandoned your children to be a prostitute. Give it a rest. You've got to give it a rest. I'm not triggered by you. It's sad. I feel bad for you.
Do you think when calling somebody that or bringing that up,
okay,
bringing
yes.
it out,
now I'm the bad person.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that. I'm just asking the question. I mean, do you think that encourages people to then attack you? That's all.
I don't. If you want to attack me for bringing up the fact that she used to be a prostitute and an asshole and is still an asshole, then that's fine. That doesn't trigger me at all. That's perfectly fine. She's a very sad woman, very sad old woman who's had a sordid past. So it's not.
Yeah, I understand that. I do get it. I just wonder sometimes in the Dabbleverse if you've gone after her hard. You talked about Ashley being sexually abused at work as a joke.
No.
And,
you are wrong.
and
Ashley
then you're wondering, like, oh, well, people are saying something about me and I'm all hurt.
No, you're wrong. Ashley told me on the phone, she's like, I gave my elderly ailing boss a hand job for $100. She said something to me, and so then I said it. She said it. I don't think anyone even believes that that's not true. That's the fucking funny thing about it. She said it to me.
But you say something that is a hideous thing to say about someone. But that's not something that.
It up. She told me that. That's what she told me, and she told other people that too. She told other people. I got at least 3 messages from fucking other fans or whatever that were like, she told me the same story. So what?
Right, and then that gave you the right to then say it on air. That's where I'm having trouble. Like, I'm having trouble understanding why you're permitted to get all upset and have emotional reactions to stuff, but you can bring up a woman's past. Obviously, the woman had some trouble with this Kim, and Ashley, whatever Ashley did, why is it our business? Did she tell you that?
She told me
and ask, but should she tell you that and then ask you to announce it?
Well, I'm announcing it, yeah, because she's a fucking delusional.
Right, because you had a disagreement with her, you decided to fucking go nuclear, is basically what we're saying, right?
If you had said it or Lemmi had said it, then you'd be like, "Yay, woohoo!" But because
absolutely
I did,
untrue, Keanu. You really
you know,
you
she
set
said
yourself
that
up.
to me,
No,
or
you
am I
set yourself
lying?
up as
So
like,
you know she said
oh,
it
I'm
to
a
me.
victim. I didn't do anything wrong.
You
I'm a
know,
victim.
she
I didn't
said,
do anything.
I'm
But
not
you
saying that
throw
that was
shit
nice
out.
information to share, that she said it to me, but she said it to me. She lies about me, right? I didn't lie about her. I merely, if she wants to say that I blow doormen and do all this stuff, I merely said something to her that she literally said to me and like 3 other people. So no, I don't think anyone here disagrees that she said that to me. She said it.
I'm not
She
arguing
told
that she said it. I listen. I don't
Yes,
know
she
what she
did,
said to you, but
exactly,
I
because
do
she
know.
told you it.
I
Who
do know that
fucking jerks
if a
off their
woman told me she had to give her
elderly
boss a
boss
hand
for
job for
$100?
$100, I would think
Had
that
to? She
that was
definitely didn't have
harassment,
to.
right? Number one, and number two, I wouldn't
That's
share it.
terrible.
I wouldn't go out on. It wouldn't be public information. Like I wouldn't
She
share
says
it.
that she says all matter of terrible things about me all the time. She's in every chat.
Right, and as my
Every
5th
single
grade
one.
teacher would say, if Johnny was going to jump off the bridge, would you jump off the bridge too?
And what
You
the
could
fuck
be
do
you
I
could
care,
be the better
especially in
person. I
this
know that that's a concept
I
that's
need to be
difficult.
the bigger person. I need to be the bigger fucking person. You have a million people in this chat saying I deserve to get my fucking wrist broken, and I need to be the better, bigger person here. Handy Ashley told me she jerked off her boss, her elderly boss, for $100. I said it. Sorry.
And then you're wondering why people are coming after you.
Don't care.
For what happened with
fine. I'm allowed to cry. I'm still here.
no one's saying you're not allowed to cry. I'm just saying that let's not act like this stuff happens in isolation.
If I jerked off a boss for $100, an elderly old man for $100, y'all would never let it the fuck go. Just like the Kim Nicholson thing. If it came out, like as if I looked up, I didn't do a background check on Kim Nicholson. The information was just passed along to me, and I went, "You have some fucking nerve, you nasty old lot lizard."
Giggity.
Are you kidding? I clap back and people get upset. That's it. Can you please wipe your nose again?
Morty Smith, thanks for the 5. Kiki, remember just 2 days ago, you were against people getting slapped in the face and not being able to control themselves. What happened?
Who was she talking about?
I have no idea.
She was on with Dixon, the Dixon Gino thing.
Can I ask, does he always do that? Like just interrupt her, start screaming, and like I see where your loyalty lies, and like da da da. And like the other night, her mother was like screaming at her, and sure, maybe she crossed one of her mother's boundaries, but it's like, bro, you slept with one of my boyfriends, so you established the boundaries, mom. Like, so I just get kind of like.
It might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard anyone say ever.
Which part?
All of it.
You don't think that what Gino did while she was on the show is absolutely inappropriate if this is how she makes her money?
It's on brand. He does it all the time. We expect
That's what I'm asking you guys.
That's what I'm telling you. Please don't interrupt me. We expect Gino to do those things. We actually hope Gino appears on camera just to pop in just into the microphone for a second or two. It's funny. It's fun. And her crossing her mother's boundaries live on camera in front of hundreds of people was probably incredibly embarrassing for Kiki's mom, considering she went there to the restaurant that Kiki Crank called every single week as just a reprieve from all of this craziness. So the fact that Kiki destroyed her mom's comfort spot live on air for content, I believe is inappropriate. And I do believe that she wasn't even screamed at. Her mother admonished her publicly for doing something kind of really fucked up to her publicly. And the whole sleeping with the boyfriends thing, that's between them a million fucking years ago and probably has nothing to do with this whatsoever. So yeah, that whole thing you just said was dumb.
I disagree. I think that she probably doesn't know how to establish boundaries because the boundaries that have been established.
Kiki, please don't do this. Kiki, please don't do this. You're crossing a boundary. Please, Please don't ruin the one spot that I go to once a week. Kiki, please don't do it. That is a very clear boundary, I believe. If my mother begged me not to do something live on air, I'd be like, fuck, I'm not going to do that to the woman who gave birth to me and loves me unconditionally.
Hey, Lemmi.
That's crazy because she said, I hate you. I hate you probably 7 times. So I don't think she loves her unconditionally like you think she does, but that's
fine.
okay.
Sure.
I think what you're saying sounds incredibly stupid. So
I bet it does.
This is Happy Easter, everybody.
What I think is Gino is very disrespectful to Keanu, and what Keanu did to her mother was very disrespectful. Just to put in my little 2 cents.